So let's talk about this NCAA tournament take.
Yeah, read that quote.
If you don't know who Joel Klatt is a college football guy. He's got a podcast. I actually like him and Gus Johnson on Fox, their game. They do Big Noon Kickoff every Saturday. They call like the biggest Big 10 or Big 12 game. I actually like them. I think Joel Klatt's a good guy. He does have some odd takes at times. He seems to me to be like an SEC hater as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was on a podcast, and there's this big talk in college football about the college football playoff and, the group of 5 getting in and, James Madison and Tulane got absolutely destroyed and people were up in arms about them getting in the playoff. And so Joel Klatt,
the whole point was like, we want to see the best teams play, because in college football, you're never going to see a Cinderella.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. It will not happen.
Yeah, you just can't make it through that gauntlet against like teams like Ohio State, Bama, Indiana this year.
Yeah.
So anyways, here's what Joel Klatt said. He started talking about the NCAA tournament. And to be fair, he has come back and kind of said that was a terrible way to put it and a terrible take. This is a terrible take.
Yes, it's horrible.
I mean, this is atrocious. Listen to this. He said, in fact, hot take. I mean, like the hottest of all takes that I've ever had in my entire life. The NCAA basketball tournament is a joke. Pause there. That's already a joke of a comment.
Yeah.
But he said, he keeps going. It gets worse. It's the dumbest tournament and the least fair tournament in all of sports. We go and we put teams at odd times on neutral sites in a one-game affair. That doesn't crown a true champion. We're not doing anything that tells us who's the best team over the course of the entire season.
I saw someone comment and they said this has to be rage bait because he literally described what fairness is.
Because that's exactly right.
How can it get more fair playing at a neutral site on at a random date? Teams at odds. Like, it doesn't, like, I don't understand how that can get more fair.
I think what he's trying to say is, like,
I do understand
those teams that earned like a 1 seed, for example, have to go play at like 11:40 a.m. against a 16 seed who could possibly upset them. That's only happened twice.
Yes,
but like a 14 seed.
But
playing up.
But if you do, if you pay attention to the March Madness tournament and you pay attention to the location, all the 1 seeds are closest to. They get closest to their.
They get preferential treatment.
So like a few years ago, Alabama was in Birmingham.
They were the first overall seed.
They were a first overall seed that year. And I think they deserved it, and they got Birmingham. This year, if they're a 1 seed, let's just say they do, they'll probably be in Tampa, which is far away, but it's the closest city to them. So it's like,
I just like
it makes no sense to me. And here's why we all love March Madness. This is the reason why we love March Madness. It's because of the Cinderella. How many complaints did we hear last year of, oh, the mid-majors are dead. NIL killed the mid-majors. NIL is killing college basketball. Did you not hear that over and over last year?
Yeah. And I mean, the Cinderella is, I don't know if it's going to happen as much anymore.
No, it won't.
But that is what makes March Madness and magical is those runs where you've got like Florida Gulf Coast making it to the Sweet 16 as a 15 seed, where you've got Loyola,
St. Peter's making to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, making it all these 15 and 14 and 13 seeds, like going all the way down the line and winning these games. And it's like, that is the magic of March right there. Like, that's the fun part about it. But also, I'm sitting here thinking, he says, at the end of that comment, we go and put teams at odd times on neutral sites in a 1-game affair. And I'm thinking, what odd times? He's talking about playing at 11:40 in the morning, or like what's he talking? I don't know. On neutral sites in a 1-game affair. But the other part that doesn't crown a true champion. We're not doing anything that tells us who's the best team over the course of the entire season. My thought is, like, with any tournament, don't you have to put yourself up against other teams? Like, you don't know who you're going to play until you get there. I mean, like, what does he want to crown a true champion? Because, like, to me, if you run through a gauntlet like that, like, you deserve to be crowned the champion. If you win those 5 games or whatever it is in the NCAA tournament, you deserve to be the champion. That's a gauntlet to run through. I don't care who you're playing, even if you get a favorable draw. Like if you make it there and win, you're the champion. That is a hard thing to do, no matter where you're at in the bracket. I mean, that is hard to do. And I mean, no. Does the best team always win? No. That
I was going to mention that too.
But like, here's what I would say is getting your team up to play game after game in the NCAA tournament to win it all shows an excellent team, shows a team that is worthy to win a championship. Because like, that's hard to do, to go through this tournament against these other teams that are desperately wanting a championship. And it is a 1-game series. Like you could be off, like to get your team up to play at a high level over and over again in the NCAA tournament. That's the mark of a good team, of a championship team. So
I was going to say, I mentioned them to mention to Tucker in the car. Sorry for the stutter there. I corrected myself a little bit because he mentioned like 10, 15 years ago when Shabazz Napier and what was his name? Ryan Boatwright. Yeah, not Brandon. Ryan Boatwright. They won the national championship and they were like an 8 seed. They weren't the best team. But last year, I would say Florida was the best team in the country. I don't think you can disagree with that.
Definitely one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, not even.
And all the 1 seeds made it, and they kind of proved to everyone that they weren't the best team in the country. I think Houston before that was the best team in the country. I went to that game when they played Alabama in the Final Four, and I just said they have no chance. Alabama shot 70% from 3 and was still down at halftime. How does that even happen? Because that's how good that team was. The year before that, I think UConn again was the best team in the country. The best teams usually win because, like Tucker said, they prepare themselves to go through the gauntlet.
They were like a 4 seed that year, though.
Yeah, I still think they were the best team in the country, though. I really do.
They were really good.
That team was so good. I think that team, personally, was better than the team with Donovan Clingan. The Adame Sanogo team, because they had Jordan Hawkins and the other kid, the other white kid, and they still had Alex Caravan because he's been there for 10 years. He's won both of those championships. But what I'm trying to say is that usually the best team comes out. When Villanova won in 2017, they were easily that one was a really boring March Madness, I remember, but they won. They were the best team in the country.
There's no boring March Madness. I don't care what anybody says.
In 2019, after Virginia lost to a 16 seed, they came back and they won. They were the best team. They were.
I don't know.
I think I agree with that.
Here's what I'm going to say about Joel's take, though, is he's saying it's not fair. You're not crowning the true champion. So it makes it seem like, the teams that are the quote unquote best that get upset or something. Well, it's not fair that they got upset. And it's like, it's a tournament.
Play better.
Like, be better.
Literally.
Right? Like you can't be given all these chances. Like, this is a 1-game sample size. You've got to get your team up to win this game. But here's what I would say to that is, by the way you play in the tournament, you are rewarded with a higher seed, which is supposed to give you a easier path to the Final Four. Like if you're a 1 seed, you have an easier path than, let's say, a 5 seed.
Yeah, you play a 16,
or 8 seed.
So as a 1, you play a 16, and then you play an 8 or 9. And then I don't remember what you play after that. I think you play like a 5 or 4 after that. Yeah, a 5 or a 4, or you play something else depending on what happens. So like the 1 seeds obviously have the advantage. Now
they get rewarded.
Yes,
so if you lose, it is on you, your team. Like you can't make an excuse. And I don't think there's any coach out there that sits there and is like, "Boy, we need to change the NCAA tournament. Like this isn't working. It's not fair." Nobody says that. Joel Klatt just talking out of his neck, as you say.
Yeah, he really was.
I don't know what his deal is, but he did come out and say, that he was wrong on that. This is the greatest tournament ever.
It is.
Everybody loves this tournament. And we talked about tournament expansion. Please don't expand the tournament, guys.
Please.
Like it is so good.
NCAA, I know we're small. I know we don't have the clout that some people have.
Don't expand the tournament.
Please don't expand the tournament.
It is so good where it's at.
Joel Klatt, you'll be tagged in a recent video. So
I just, I think he was just trying to make a point about the college football playoff. And But this was just way out in left field. There's
Yes.
literally nobody who says that this tournament is dumb and unfair.
Yeah.
And right, it is like the most fair tournament. It gives everybody a shot. I guess he's maybe talking about those top teams like having to, put themselves, not getting a huge event. I don't know, but like
personally, I don't even think, it's my opinion, I don't think anybody in college football should get a bye. I don't think they deserve a bye. I think everyone should play. I think it should be
I personally think the bye hurts you.
I think it should be 1-12, 2-11, so on and so forth. And it would make everything so much easier.
I don't know.
But we can get off football.
I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I really don't. This is the greatest tournament ever. It unites the country like no other sporting event.
Literally.
Everybody does a bracket. Everybody pays attention. Everybody knows the upsets. Like the teams that are making it,
The fact there's millions and millions of brackets made every year, and every single one of them gets busted. There's never been a perfect bracket, and I don't know if there ever will be.
There will never be.
I mean, it is just so impossible. There's a video. You can go watch a video. I need to put that. I should have put that in the description. There's a video to show you the odds of you winning. Like ESPN made a video.
Yeah, but it's one in like something
quintillion
trillion or quintillion. Yeah,
it's quintillion
it's
or something like that.
There's just no way it's ever going to happen. But it's an awesome tournament, man. I look forward. I hope there is a Cinderella this year. I hope that there is, a team that, comes out and shocks the world.
Yep.